Hello everyone, hope everyone's having a great day. This is Zakiziel here, and I'll be reacting to Big D Goes Shopping, Hunt of the Parenting Audiologs by Bruva Alfabusa. I've been looking forward actually to reacting to this one ever since it came out some days ago. Oh, I'm a bit late in that, but I'm I don't really like bandwagoning things, so to speak. So I usually give these things a few days before I actually do a reaction to them. So I'm sure that Alpha Boost and his team over at Ogre Poppening have done wonderful work with this, as they always do, and those who are able, I hope you guys can support them. And as always, I'll put a link to the original video in the description box below. But without further ado, let us begin.
It's Sunday. Woke from a worried slumber. I now sit in the Goose, traveling towards the city of Great Yarmouth. I had been kept up by the echoes of a conversation I had a few days prior. As I rode on a funny miniature steam train running from Wales next the sea, the great bitch and venomous adversary of my every correct assessment, Kevin the Wizard, held me against the proverbial wall as I spoke of my intent to purchase a new blender from my favorite 99p store.
Also, I doubt it when he says that he's going to purchase the blender from the 99p store, given that D steals all of his groceries, among other things. So well, actually, aside from things he actually pays for, like that door that he paid a lot of gold for the seller, or the I think it was or the fuel rods he bought off the black market. But still, I fully expect that him going shopping means that he's just gonna go there and steal stuff.
You blubbering, bulbous pumpkin! You cannot buy a blender at the 99p store!
This had me, I want to say, despair. This fact, this fate, preordained not by myself, not by anyone I would call a friend, but conjured by Machiavellian cogs in a great corporate wheel to whip away my freedom to purchase a blender for 99p! It could not stand!
What the hell are you talking about? You sound completely insane!
These self-proclaimed lords of the Earth's doxa have shamelessly led us down a path of senseless servility! Kevin, the poor fool, who would claim to value freedom over even life itself, yet remains a stubbornly ignorant victim. I am not so shackled. And to demonstrate just that, I am now on my way to defy this fate. Defy this so-called common sense law that would have you pleasantly believe that blenders cannot be bought for 99p, and that is simply aesthetic fact.
Also, funny thing about that reminds you of the discussion we actually had in the comments section about this, and that very likely any blender you could actually buy for 99p would probably be of such low quality you really would be better off crushing things with a spoon, especially if you are a ghoul or a vampire, in which case the physical strength and just makes that, well, crushing things with a spoon actually really isn't that bad of an idea.
I shall be successful! I shall smear indignation in the face of common sense! For in what senseless world may beasts prowl freely in the shadows, but man may not purchase blenders for 99p?
You know, the fact that they have to prowl in the shadows, that's kind of at odds with the use of freely, because mankind really has pushed the supernatural into the shadows. Like, also, like werewolves and vampires that used to do whatever they want, and in the past, are now the ones that have to fear for their survival.
Whether I am victorious or slain, my son-in-law shall have his blender. But first, I must relax. My energy is best not spent on mere thought. For now, it is better spent on radio time!
It's really interesting, isn't it? The Gospel of Judas, huh? Who'd have thunk it? Well, listeners, we'll see if we hear more about it in the coming months. As of right now, it's still being combed through by scholars and academics. Me? Well, I think I'm more comfortable waiting until the next Hail Bob, you know? To get to the next level. Isn't that right, believers? Now...
E's expression soured like that of someone who has just been baptized in lemon juice.
It's time to thank our sponsor.
You hobby shopping again?
Okay. Is anyone gonna get that? Sorry, listeners, we have... He's back!
It's the hobby shopping guy.
If I keep this door locked, he can't get in! He can't get in! He can't! He can't!
It's me, back at it again to advertise. And I have brought this crab.
Wait, you brought the...
Anyway, listen, kid, I have good things.
Oh my god, they're
Our last commercial was a success, I can confirm. And now we have a new sponsorship.
Wait just a second!
Yes, it's very exciting.
It's an actual advertisement this time, like a real one, not just you shouting out your favorite Swedish hobby shoppings, right? Right?
Yeah.
Well, assaults on my person aside, thank you.
We're shouting out my favorite Wisconsin hobby shop this time, okay?
Wisconsin, wait, what?
As you wished it.
I mean, at least it's in the same country. Although it's a different state. Because isn't that radio station that they're doing this on in Florida or something?
It's in the American States.
Wisconsin is near the Great Lakes. It's literally 21 hours from here.
Yeah, very local to the States.
We asked for local to Florida.
Hey! Your mouth! Would you rather it be silenced by you or me? Anyway, today's program is sponsored by Noble Night Games. That's right, you might already know of them if you are a cool and powerful hobbyist wargamer like me, but if you are not, big fail, let me rectify this now. So basically, Noble Night Games is a hobby shop located just by this funny water tower that looks like it could explode at any second. A few minutes from downtown Madison in Fitchburg in Wisconsin, the United States. But they are also great international traders with customers across this particular planet, including you.
Me?
Yes! Noble Night Games is a purveyor of all a true tabletop gamer could need. They have glue. They also have holiday shit. Okay, hold on.
Did you just have an aneurysm?
Okay, so basically they have the largest collection of games in the world. Cards games, board games, war games, role-playing games, glue. I said this. This is not hyperbole. But the
So he
power
counts
which is
glue as a
probably
game.
in this, for they not only have the latest versions of everything wargamer-ing you could possibly desire, they also have ancient tomes of unfathomable might stacked in their vast library.
Ancient tomes? What are you talking about?
To make their assortment far more powerful than anything the feeble non-gamer mind can comprehend, they also stock old editions of every war game, RPG and board game. They can get their gauntlets on. They have 4th edition books. They have old cards game cards. They have...
Oh, that is old. Old man-eater bug from way back when. Actually, I wonder if this means that they'd have some of the games that some of my subscribers mentioned were hard to find people to play, like Mummy the Awakening and Wraith the Oblivion, or if they'd have something like 1st edition Rogue Trader in there.
The Mafia book, only one left! Ah!
So you are with the Mafia!
Shut up already! Also, the Sell and Trade program allows for such immense versatility that you can not only find these rare legacy products, but you can also sell your very own. If you happen to have an ancient gamerist relic, you may sell it to the Noble Knight Gamers and get back cash money or store credit in their stores or more glue. Now look at this. It's a Noble Knight Gamer in his Noble Knight Gamer armor outside of the Noble Knight Game store, watering the Noble Knight Gamer rock. Very noble imagery. Doesn't that make you want to make purchase immediately?
What do you mean imagery? This is a radio program!
I'm uploading the image through the radio signal, kid.
Okay, whatever. I just don't care anymore. Oh, the crabs have returned!
Please go to www.nobleknight.com to immediately become more gamer like me, with worldwide shipments and a free...
I imagine those those crabs are certainly having a rave on that guy.
Flat rate shipping option in the US states. You basically have no choice. I reiterate, you have no choice. You have no choice. You have no choice.
Hold on!
You have no choice.
Stop! Why are you just insisting on advertising like role-playing stuff, hobby gaming, miniature stuff, glue?
Because this is the tabletop radio channel.
What? No, it's not. This is a family channel for the family. Ma, Pa, and the children.
The children? Not anymore.
What are you talking about?
Release the gas.
What kind of gas did he just release?
Oh, I have arrived! All right, gremlins who I know live in the undercarriage of this bus. Shouties! I will be back soon, so do not even think about feeling safe. It was time. I stomped forward with mighty tread, the soupy evening air slathering my brow. Not even dismal Britannic humidity could keep me from my quest. The recent white on teal marked my destination. The 99p store.
99p land shop. So is there a 99p C shop then as well?
As I stepped through its discount gate, I felt the air of cheap tat and burnt plastic overwhelm me. This store... it has a mischievous spirit. As if this multicolored nightmare chamber were not a single location, but a space between them. Before I set about
So like the infinite IKEA SCP.
my glorious quest, I needed to scout this location, do a bit of people watching. I see a petite woman stocking up on toiletries. A child screaming, hand outstretched toward a plastic toy gun. A brave fortune seeker tempting their very organs with a slew of pernicious cold-shelf chicken burgers. Ugh. Not a mistake I'll be making again, thank you. Yet, despite the activity, or almost because of it, the store feels empty. There is little chatter. Just cartwheels on the ground and people cautiously retreated into themselves. No more time to dally, though. I have come here with purpose. I spy an employee. They look sickly and placid. A 30-something trying to make their way, now trapped like the acidic beans in that all-day breakfast tin lying in the corner over there.
By the way, last time I was actually over in the UK back in 99, I believe it was. Yeah, people tend, if I remember correctly, tend to be very withdrawn and kept to themselves.
Babe. No, I was not about to denigrate the hard-laboring adolescents in this, their place of work. But I am going to harass them about my blender. Excuse me! Excuse me! Excuse me!
Yeah, what? I mean, today, sir.
Oh, it's him. One of Brock's lackeys. Think, was this one Git or was the guy who got his tailbone broken in Git? Whichever one.
What can I help you with?
Is there a problem?
No, none at all. My mistake. It's just look a bit, familiar.
Bully! And a fine hello there, Giles?
Right. What you want, sir?
I'm going to level with you, Giles. I would like some aid. You see, I am looking to purchase a blender for 99p here at your 99p store.
Yeah. Sorry, sir. We do not sell blenders for 99p.
My eyes narrowed. I would not be denied.
Is he gonna try? I wonder if he's gonna try and haggle him down like a fishmonger.
Can't be right. This is a 99p store, isn't it? I would like to purchase my blender for 99p. I mean, this isn't all some kind of front, right? This isn't all just false advertising you're serving up.
Mate, sir, we just don't sell blenders for 99p. I'm sorry.
And why is that if...
So is it that they have blenders but don't sell them for 99p, or they don't sell blenders here because they can't afford to sell them for 99p?
If I may just ask?
I mean, it'd be a bit expensive, wouldn't it?
The words of that blasted wizard echoed in my brain once again.
Margins on a 99 pence blender would be £29 in the red, you oil barrel!
No, I would not give in! Sir, have you heard the adage, the customer is always right?
I have.
Okay, great!
If you're waiting for me to tell you we sell 99p blenders,
Yes!
we don't.
I have to calm myself. I have to. I think of my family, my mission, my collection of lodestones back home. Do it for them. Do it for the lodestones. Yes, there is wisdom here. I am repelling this man currently. In the language of magnets, I had to switch poles. Start attracting him. I'm sorry. I really shouldn't be haranguing you like this.
Oh,
I'm not being myself. I get like that without my blender.
Easy go. Try and tell him a sob story. Try and get him to sell him a blender. Or for 99p.
Let me start over.
no, that's all right.
It's not. You're a hard worker, I can tell. I am being supremely unfair.
Finally, someone says it.
Starved for recognition, are we?
You wouldn't believe it if I told you, boss man.
Excellent. I mean, that's terrible. On the subject of recognition, are you new here? I do not recognize you.
Fairly new.
I take it you worked in storage before.
No.
Maybe you just go to the gym a lot, eh?
I didn't have a job before this. You know, I don't really go to the gym.
Surprising! You look like a real gymist to me, my man.
A gymist?
Yeah, you know, you just look pretty big. In a good way. I could see you lifting 4 sacks of turnips at a base level.
Oh, you reckon?
Maybe not 4 sacks, maybe 3. But turnips? For sure!
You look like you know what you're talking about. I'll take your word for it.
Oh, believe me, you have potential.
Well, thank you.
Oh, you don't need to thank me. I always like to validate strength and comeliness in the day-to-day. Say, could you show me to the cargo product?
Yeah, right this way.
Thank you.
Yeah, you live around these parts?
Oh, a bit west. Right outside of Warham, if you've heard of it.
Oh, yeah. A nice place. Nice pupping.
What a quality it is that you have mentioned.
I like the Stone Age fort thingy there.
Oh, certainly. I lived quite close to it. Those cave Romans sure were ahead of their time.
Yeah, like Jesus.
Wow.
This is it, by the way. Good eating here.
Oh, you like gargos too?
Do I like it?
Hog rolls.
It's all I can afford.
I like a man with good taste and cheap tact.
Can't stand the goblin pies.
They almost taste like real goblin. Wait, can I guess what you prefer?
Sure.
The grease balls in sauce.
What? How'd you know?
I didn't. That's my favorite one. I figured you too were a man of impeccable taste.
Cool, that's bloody brilliant, boss man. You can call the two of us the Grace Ball Gang.
They absolutely can and should. You know what? You have been of just the utmost aid today. You've taken the trash I lobbed at you like a champ and still helped me out. Thank you, Giles, for the wonderful service.
Oi, that's all right. It's my first time having anything like a nice chat with a customer today. Or all week. Or all life.
Oh, come now, you're kidding.
Oh, not really.
What? That's absolutely...
No. Seems like if he just had someone be nice to him a bit more, and maybe didn't hang out with Brock of all people, he wouldn't. He'd be a halfway decent guy to be around.
Genuinely horrid. You've been nothing but a darling. How dare they mistreat the workers in this country? Did you know that all 3 species of orangutan are critically endangered?
Yeah, what?
Yes, it's dreadful! And all thanks to poaching, the bushmeat trade, illegal pet rackets, and the ever-expanding death industries that fuel deforestation!
Okay.
Stop!
Now he's going on the tangent. It's gonna weird him out.
Studies conducted at the turn of the millennium suggest that only 69,000 Bornean orangutans and a mere 7,300 Sumatran orangutans continue to exist! These numbers are declining at rapid rates as countless innocent and noble peoples of the forest are murdered each day!
Wow. That's terrible.
Oh, he really is orangutan fan number 1.
I'm thinking them orangutan actors need some straightening out. Wait, why are we talking about this again?
Because as endangered as these majestic creatures are, so too is the endangered race of competent customer service.
Oh, that's the nicest thing. You mean it?
Yes, they are hunting you, Giles.
What?
But perhaps that's rich coming from me. Again, I'm sorry. I was being a right tosser earlier. Well, I can understand where you're coming from.
Borneo?
Let us leave aside the great apes for a moment.
Gotcha, Chief.
Truth be told, I've had it a bit rough too as of late. Maybe that's why I lashed out. So, I get it. I totally do.
Oh, that's great. No, I'm sorry to hear that, rather.
No need to apologize, Giles. Thank you.
By the way, what's your name? If you don't mind me asking.
Oh, you can just call me Kevin.
Still
your
using
name, mate?
Kevin's name.
I think I know a Kevin that lives around here.
It's a fairly common name, yet it invokes greatness and might, don't you think?
Aye. Unlike Giles, which I really don't like it.
Nonsense! Giles is a Titanic name in its own right.
You think?
Of course I think! You're named after Saint Giles himself, patron saint of incredible things like blacksmiths, rams, beggars, and cancer patients.
Wait, beggars and
Hard not to
cancer
feel
patients.
Like a bit of a beggar these days, isn't it?
Exactly! And your name makes you uniquely suited to it!
Aha. You know, mate, you might just be right.
That's the spirit! You seem like a fine, upstanding young man, and I do not ingratiate myself to younger folk too often.
You know, I thought earlier that Big D was gonna lose him with that whole orangutan thing. And I was genuinely surprised he actually turned that around. And yeah, Big D's actually, yeah, he's quite charismatic, even when it seems like he's going off the deep end. Strangely enough.
But I feel like we have a pretty good rapport here.
Yeah.
I don't usually go out and meet people. Even less do I just go out and meet someone I can actually stand, you know?
Yeah, I'll get that.
So, with that, would you like to hang out after work, maybe?
Oh, yeah?
We could troll the alleyways looking for security cameras to smash.
Yeah?
There are hundreds of trash cans waiting to be beaten into shattered aluminum wreckage.
Yeah, and people to jump.
Yes! Jumping people is a favorite pastime of mine.
And going full hooligan.
My boy, you understand.
Yeah, and we could go to an overpass and spit down on cars as they go under.
We could do so many drugs.
Yeah. Wait, keep that one quiet.
Sorry, yes. But sincerely, my boy, this little store can only contain so much of your potent spirit. We should get out of here as soon as your shift is over and raise hell.
Fucking ace, bruv. You got a car to use, mate.
Even better, I have a bus.
Oh, a whole bleeding bus?
Could very well be the means to chauffeur you around town as we paint it any coat of paint you so choose. Think, lad, cruising around and sowing mayhem in style.
Smashing post boxes from the comfort of my own bus limo. First class treatment for the chav lifestyle. A dream come true.
Yes, yes. But first, there
Blender
is
for
one
990.
more thing. You're going to have to help me.
Yeah, mate. With what?
Please, Giles, give me the blender for 99p.
I mean, we still don't sell blenders for 99p.
It's not working.
So you were just leading me on?
No.
That's
Wait,
great.
hey.
No, that's just great. Okay.
Kevin!
Kevin, on your own time. I'll just find the blender myself. Thanks.
What? But what about the bus?
I step away from the lad who may have been my 18th godchild, boldly traversing towards all places where blenders might live. That they sold blenders here
18th godchild.
for over 99p is indicative of just how shameless these megalomaniacal moguls are. As if there should be some special exemption from the ethos for one particular item above all others. The spirit of cowardice. Yet as I paced about, randomly knocking things off the shelves, a new stratagem occurred to me. In their wanton reliance on convenience and cutting of costs, these businessmen of the new millennium have sunk deep into the mire of complacency. They rely not on the true value of their wares, but on plastic stickers slapped to their products to determine the price.
Let me guess, he's gonna make a new sticker, put 99p on it, and stick it on a blender, or just write 99p over the price on the blender's price tag.
Each object here was unmistakably emblazoned with the mark of a 99 pence cost. Ha ha! The beasts that run this institute were about to despise me, for I would topple their ivory tower with this one simple trick. I ripped the price tag off a 99p rubber duck and laughed. I would simply have to paste this 99p price tag onto their blender. Then I could simply waltz to the registry, purchase it for the appropriate price, and quickly make my getaway.
And hope they don't scan the barcode and realize that that's a rubber duck price tag.
They would be none the wiser. Okay, so blender. Where is, what the fuck? Where are the blenders? I begin walking. But it isn't enough. I begin power walking. I walk through the aisles, the discount shelves mocking me with their unremitting tidings. 99p, 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 99p tins, 99p eggs, 99p dental care kit. But where are the blenders?
So, it looks like it is the case that it's not that they have blenders and don't sell them for 99p, but they don't have the blenders at all because they can't really sell a blender for 99p.
No, damn you! I realize, standing before the last shelf in this entire accursed building, there were not any blenders here. Giles,
Excuse me, sir?
Hello, young lady. How may I help you?
Yes, hi. You've been traipsing around the store, generally causing a commotion, screaming about monkeys and blenders and stuff.
Apes. Screaming about apes, ma'am.
All right, we're on the same page. Super duper.
Ha ha! Super duper indeed. Which reminds me,
I'm going to need to ask you to reduce your volume, however. You're disturbing other customers, and if you continue to make a scene, I'm going to ask you to leave, okay?
No, it was not okay. I could tell just staring at her, smiling face raised, dimple saccharine tone. A predator laid beneath it all. This was a beast hiding behind a facade of nicety. In the great fiction of my life, she was destined to be an antagonist. Oh, certainly, miss.
My name's Polly. It says so right here on my name tag. And so you can also see that I'm the manager of this happy little store.
Manager, eh? Well, consider this issue managed. I deeply apologize and shall lower my tone.
I really think that's for the best. Thank you so much for being super understanding.
Oh, of course. I can get carried away at times, for sure.
Senile
it
old
tends to happen.
freak.
What was that?
See aisle 3? That's where all our kitchenware is, though sadly we do not sell blenders.
A shame, because I've brought 99p with me.
Super!
And I was intending to use it on a blender. It was more or less the entire reason I was here.
Oh shucks, that's too bad!
Is it? Because, failing to sell me a blender now might lose you a customer.
Maybe you should have considered the kitchenware store next door. They sell blenders.
Well, yes, but...
Now, I gotta go, sir, but best of luck. Have a hunky-dory evening.
She vanished into the folds of her placid, parasitic parlor. Reading between the lines, one could pick up her subtle message. Continue to question the status quo. Question why we don't have blenders. And you will be disappeared. I'm certain that was what she was saying. Probably. It doesn't matter. Leaving this place in defeat, that would be a truer death than any I attempted in all my years of hunting.
But why?
I could imagine a quarrelsome wizard asking.
Is it so damn important for you to obtain this blender? Just go to a blender store. Steal it if you want. This is asinine.
I could imagine the words vividly. But Kevin, whether real or imagined, couldn't understand what was at stake. Why would I be so motivated to seek a blender at a 99p store?
I assume so that he can prove that he was correct.
Was it purely so that I could show that miserable little scallywag that, indeed, he might not be able to get a blender at a 99p store? But Big D certainly could. I have hunted werewolves, vampires, magi, and more. I can handle an outlet store. Was that why? Yes, 100%! I'd show that puke-beard bastard! I'd show them all! But it would only be a mere 100% of the equation. For
That's still
Big
all the
D
equation.
never does things 100%. He does them 1,000%! Which, reduced for the ease of calculations, would be translated to a mere 10%. So 10%.
You know, I can see why Marcus said his math lessons didn't make sense.
Of why I was doing this was to personally spite Kevin. But what of the rest? I sat down on a pile of sponges and interrogated my reasoning. This place. I had seen this place in thousands of other forms, in that ghastly urban sprawl that riddles the modern world like a disease. Brands with names that wind the whole world round tear deep into the heart of a community. They drain the life, culture, and variety from each hidden corner of our earth. In their place, a relentless spew of convenience. Strip malls, department stores, casinos, palm oil plantations.
Wait, palm oil plantations? He been doing his shopping that is a palm oil plantation around places like malls and casinos. Black market palm oil plantations? I don't know.
A panoply of bright carcinogenic distractions designed more to pacify mankind than fulfill them.
Ah, cigarettes.
Well then, let us see the might of this convenience. The blood of shattered dreams is an expensive price to pay. One with the metal to use so potent and ungent must produce a work of great power. I needed to see that power. I needed to be sure of it. A blender must be in my hands. Prove to me your might, you grey slag society! Show me freedom from want! Paradise in my hands, you bastards! And so, I will do as the ghastly manager lady suggested, with a twist.
I'm guessing it's going to be go to the store next door, steal a blender from it, bring it to the 99p store, put the 99p sticker on it, and then try to buy it for 99p at the store.
I shall go to the store next door. I shall steal a blender from their upsized assortment. Then I shall walk back in here, slap my price tag on the blender, and purchase it for the price I came for, damn it!
I don't know if I should feel proud that I was right or scared that I'm on the same wavelength as Big D right now.
Brilliant! Deny me now, 99p store! Deny me now, Polly! Strike me down, God! If you are able, I am unassailable!
Sir.
I am...
Sir?
Not now.
Sir?
Not now.
Kevin?
Not now! Oh! Giles!
Yeah, you been sitting on them sponges for the better part of an hour. They're, compressing.
Oh, Giles! I knew you cared!
We're closing soon.
About sponges? The entire place, Giles. This entire den! It's completely without blenders! Damn it!
Well, not completely.
My body stood to form as if struck by lightning. What? What?
Listen, you're a true blue nutter, and at this point, I ain't even interested in your bus.
I can't believe you'd even say that!
But you were plenty nice to me. And worse than that, I get the feeling that you won't leave till you got what you want.
Correct!
Now that's just enough. Alright. We got a blender. In the break room. It's short and barely works. If I let you have it, will you just go about your evening?
No.
Fine! You're lost then. Last time I tried being helpful to some tormented old
Foolish
buffer.
man! I do not want you to give me this blender. I wish to buy it.
What's even the point of that?
It is my final offer. Otherwise, I shall continue to cause embarrassment.
It's not the blender itself, it's buying it for 99p.
And disturbance to your store until the paint peels from the shock of my fury.
For the love of... Fine! Just shut your gob and follow
Glad
me.
we could come to an arrangement, Giles.
Keep testing me, mate, and our arrangement's gonna include a proper throttling.
At last,
Peace.
victory. One not given by price tags or obedience to the proper order of things, but by a human being. One willing to make a sacrifice on behalf of their fellow man. Giles leads me further towards the back of the store. Before long, the multicolored sales tags gave way to the dark underbelly of unsorted inventory.
A leaking sack of lard.
The store.
Right, just... wait here. Don't cause a ruckus. I'll get you your damn blender.
I stood as still as my exuberant bones would allow. But
So
I am
vibrating.
quaking with anticipation. As I wait, all my senses flare up. I start blinking rapidly. I become aware of my breath. My nostrils start sucking in the rank aroma of this space. I am caught off guard by something. No more did burnt plastic burn through my senses. In its place, I beheld intense wafts of earth and iron. A familiar
Blood?
scent, an all too familiar scent. Yet all around me stood the same piled boxes of unshelved inventory. There was no clear sign from where this potent earthen smell arose. My feet have started to move. Where are you going, feet? Ah, towards a door, of course. There are two of them here, buried behind boxes. One, no doubt, leading to Giles' break room, and the other contained a far less certain destination. My curiosity swells. The secrets tempt me. They are pulling me in. I step forward. My arms rip forth like whips. Before I even know it, the door is open. Oh, whoopsie-doopsie, who opened this door? Hello? Anyone here? My voice echoed through a dark cement corridor. If anyone had heard me, they did not make their presence known. The feeling here is malodorous, intense. What is this place?
I'm guessing either A, it's storage, possibly where they keep some cheap meats, that would explain the blood smell, or there's something vampire related down there. Like a twist that's going to turn out that the manager is the ghoul or a vampire or something.
The violently ominous atmosphere isn't too dissimilar from our cellar back home. I navigated calmly, mentally cataloging all that I find. Not that there's much. Not a sliver of inventory is found in this hall. No doors lining the grey walls. Just a stretch of dry cement leading deeper to... what, exactly?
So definitely not storage.
Let there be light! Oh. And what is this now? I believe I found the source of the smell. A pit. In the dark depths of this innocuous 99p store, I have found a pit. Because, of course, I have. It was not too dissimilar from the pit I found Kevin in the month prior, or my secret one. This one, however, it broke through the cement of this hall with clear intent. This hole was manufactured. As expected, the pungent smell was strongest from here. Wet, loamy soil assailed my nostrils. Images of dreary, open graves rushed my mind. What could be hiding in its depths? Curiosity mounted. I took forth a coin and flicked it into the void. I listened. Nothing. Why? How deep was this hole? Or did the coin land on something soft and inaudible? I am ecstatic! A small distraction in the world of blunders and capital has seen me uncover yet another unseen mystery. Where does this pit lead? Why is it here? Does a beast lurk below? Could this be some hidden meeting place? A gap between space and time? A clue to some wider conspiracy that has been under my nose this entire time?
Or something as mundane as a drain pipe, considering it's in a basement. So, given what Kitten mentioned about tunnels and all that, maybe this could actually connect to some underground tunnel somewhere.
The possibilities are endless, enchanting, but I am hesitating. Hesitating? What on earth is going on? What are these kittens doing to my brain? Why am I preventing myself from braving the bowels of this vile store? Come on now, crack fists, crack back, crack ass. Let's go, baby. Down we go!
Oi, Kevin! What are you doing in here?
Giles. Ah, fuck, that's right!
We're not supposed to be here. Come on out. Now.
He's upset. He knows something. Oh! I'm sorry, my mistake. I thought the blender wasn't here.
It's not, mate. Look, I got your blender right here. Please, can you just go now? I'll check you out right quick and you can be on your way and just go!
An intersection. This pit I have discovered. It is clearly wrong. A madness in the mundane. Something not meant to be. As a hunter, it is my duty to understand, and if necessary, oppose whatever mysterious happenings this pit may be related to. And yet, I had a task here. A purpose. To prove Kevin wrong, 100%! To oppose this hulking edifice, 300%! And lastly, to replace my son-in-law's blender, 600%!
Well, I guess with that breakdown, that's how it became 1000%. And yeah, okay, now his math makes more sense.
But to reject this mystery here and now, to avoid just throwing myself down this hole, what would that mean? Oh. How silly I am. How could I be so blind? That would mean victory! It would be winning against fate, succeeding in this hero's journey, performing the impossibility set against me by the doxa of this rotten society. Yes, this pit, it's a distraction. Fate working against me, trying to trip me up at the finish line by hurling a great mystery at my feet. I will not be overwhelmed. Do you hear me, you foul concept? My fervent sense of adventure shall not overcome me this day! I'm so sorry, Giles. Please, escort me from this dank little cavern, and, perhaps the manager of yours should consider managing this child safety hazard in her fucking store?
Yeah, as if that'll happen. We're built on an abandoned chalk mine shaft, mate. Ain't nothing to manage.
Ah! Is it, safe to continue operating here, then?
Hardly. But what's a bloke to do? Just come on over and we'll settle this.
Very well. I approach.
Yeah. Just watch the floor there, it's wet!
Well, that was unexpected. What I was honestly expecting him to do was for his sense of adventure to end up making him turn, sprint towards the hole, and then just dive in head first or something.
What dastardly secrets await Big D at the bottom of this mysterious pit? Will he ever get his hands on a 99p blender? Will Kevin explode Great Yarmouth with his mind beam? Tune in next time to find out as our big hero's journey continues in Part 2. You have listened to an audiolog by Ogre Papanang, with voice work by Speaker D as Big D, Hulky Crow as Giles, Saskia Douglas as Polydora, and Aerndil as Kevin. Background art by Ironi Rokul, Garrett, Carl the Deranged, and avatar art by Inktooth, Garrett, and Rude Rubicante. Soundtrack by Macker, as well as a track sampled from Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines by Rick Chafer. Sound composition by Elif Biopsa and Carl the Deranged. Mixing by Stringstorm. Animation by Carl the Deranged and Elif Biopsa. Video composition by Garrett and Elif Biopsa.
Oh, so that's actually how the name is pronounced? I always thought it was Alfabusa.
With lead writers Elif Biopsa and Speaker D. Special thanks to Blessed for detailing his commute to and from work, as well as the layout of his house in the form of Discord voice chats in our weekday project server. And our Patreon and YouTube membership members, whom we give the biggest, sloppiest thanks to. Look at them go. I mean, if you can. Understandable if you can't. This is designed to be listened to in truth. The visuals are merely hubris on our part.
Slaneshi Skaven. If I actually had the money for it, I'd actually support these guys, but since that's not an option for me, I just recommend those who can do. But anyway, as always, it's fun on watching what they create. And I hope you all enjoyed it listening and watching this with me. And until next time. Oh, actually, I'm gonna keep watching in case Carl has another blooper at the end.
Portions of the materials are the copyrights and trademarks of Paradox Interactive AB and are used with permission. All rights reserved. For more information, please visit worldofdarkness.com. Visit patreon.com/alphabusa for updates every other week. Outro narration by Stringstorm, that's me! Thank you for listening, and good evening.
Oh, so that's what Stringstorm sounds like. Never realized before he was the one doing those narrations.
In 1964, two young boys ran around in the forest and accidentally found the local corpse pit, where they accidentally necromanced their grandmother back to life.
Oh, this story
You
again.
won't find any remnants of these corpse pit now, but this place back in the day used to be filled with bodies. Now and then again, though, some entrepreneur comes along and dumps one of their bodies right here as a local tradition. Let's continue on our way, shall we? Oh, jeez! We're traveling in the footsteps of the boys. All of you probably know the story already. But back in the days, this used to be a dirt road, and now it's asphalt. It still does taste like shit. Well, let's continue. This is the exact river, the very same that the boy crossed. Over there is where grandmother built an entirely functional, mint-conditioned working boat out of driftwood. You see, back in the days, the old people, they knew how to do that because they weren't busy fetching Pokemon creatures. However, she couldn't swim. She was an odd bird like that. This spot right here is where the boy swam to. He swam here to escape. I wish I could do the same. This has nothing to do with the story. I'm just an alcoholic. And that's what we know of the boy so far. His brother dead, and his grandmother hot on his heels with a shotgun in her hands. But recently, experts have discovered just where she went.
So she had a shotgun this time, and not a big crossbow. And a big knife.
Hi, my name is Stellan Stefansson. Back in the 90s, I went into prison for murder. Now, not many people know this, but I have the secret knowledge to know exactly where and who and what and how and who and I know what. She ran across the river and she found that thing and yeah, and you know, yeah, I know what you know. And what?
She went closer than you think. She came here. To your bedroom. Your bedroom. She's closer than you think. She's very close. This is an abyss. Scary, right? But who knows what hides in the darkness? Grandmother? Perhaps. But that's not important. What is important, however, is this. Will the darkness hide you?